Hey, anyway, so where was I? Raid Shadow Legends. So, okay, we go back to the market. Okay, there's nothing for me to buy. I'm never going to buy these. You see, you can get these for free if you're burning your energy anyway, a lot of these things. So, there is that as a consideration. Anyway, not today. In terms of the Guardian Ring, we will keep that ticking over. Faction Guardians. Yeah, this is not to be ignored. If you have duplicates, rare, epic, legends, you can get bonus stats. I do need some more Banner Guardians, I guess. The most important ones for me, Barbarians, because basically in my strongest decks I tend to have at least a Barbarian. My Sun Wukong, Skinwalker would be very useful to get more of those. Clearly it's not easy to get them from shard pools, but etc. Anyway, so let's look at the challenges. Okay, Force Champion to rank 6. That's not going to happen right now. Dungeon Void Keep. That's going to be open on the Sunday. So if I quickly go to Void Keep Dungeon, yeah, so it opens this Sunday. You can see it there, the purple one in the middle. So that can't be done, and I'm not going to spend gems to open it. Oh my gosh, no. The arena needs to be in the gold. Now, listen, I'm starting off. I've been playing for, was it 78 days? The deck that I've got right now, the team that I've got for the arena is just simply not strong enough. So in some ways, it's better for me to have a defensively weak arena team, so I keep on getting shuffled down the rankings, and then I've got games I can win, more so than trying to push further than what's possible with the current strength of the team. So anyway, there's that's okay. Beat a campaign boss 3 times. Okay, let's go into the campaign. Now, depending on where you are, you may well be at normal, hard, or brutal. Generally speaking, people, or the meta is, you get through to brutal. If you can do level 12, stage 3, you can farm your silver. That's one of the theories. At the moment, though, if we go back to the campaign, and I go to Nightmare, I'm just trying to rack up these gold stars, and where am I at? Yeah, stage 4. Yeah, I got my revive card here, which is Melga. Let's go into the skills. Just 2 seconds. Skills. Right. Attacks one enemy. 50% chance of removing one random debuff from a random ally. Quite useful. It's all maxed to the tippity top from the skill tomes for epics. Places a shield buff on all allies equal to 20% of the champion's max HP for 2 turns. So obviously having her HP quite high, very useful. Also place a 15% continuous heal buff and allies for 2 turns, crazy useful. And here, the cherry on top, revives 2 random creatures, 20% HP and 20% turn meter, and the shield buff, wow, for 2 turns, equal to 30% of their max HP. And I've got the aura, and I've got cruelty. There you go. I'm not going to go into everything. And Sun Wukong, one enemy's got the stun, 50% chance. Yeah, 25% chance of the stun, 50% chance if they have any buffs. Of course, it's not going to happen on the boss. This is the skill that creates a sheep. Okay, will attack all remaining creatures and any surplus damage. With any surplus damage, if the target is killed, this attack will also ignore 50% of the target's defense, and the attack cannot be critical. If the initial target survives, it places a sheep debuff on them for 1 turn. This debuff cannot be blocked. And it's got this area of effect. Attacks all enemies. Before attacking, it steals all their buffs, such as a shield and etc., and places a block buffs debuff on them for 2 turns. There you go. And this is the revive skill. 3 turns. I think I said 1.5 turns somehow. in the last video. 3 turns, noted. Anyway, let's go. And listen, that was one of the creatures you can get in the first 3 days of a new account with the promo code Monkey King. Monkey King, one word in capitals. That's not a recommendation, that's just what I did. And there may well be better creatures out there right now. You'll have to AI it and ask the question. I'm going at ×2 speed right now. There's times where I think they should have a ×3 speed. Maybe. But the reason why I've got 2 creatures is because for me to get 3 gold stars and like the perfect completion, oh, that was Sun Wukong's skill. Blessing skill when they're doing the killing. Yeah, for me to get 3 gold stars I can only use 2 creatures, so I've got a revive card, which is Melga, I guess, and Sun Wukong which self-revives, which is quite useful. But Melga's the lady. She's very, very, very tanky. Which is exactly what you want, a very tanky revive card. They are tough, these guys. Look at that red shit. Okay, not that tough. They resisted for a little while. I think on that challenge, I think I had to kill the boss, didn't I? So I'm not killing bosses at the moment. I'm killing just the standard fodder. So yeah, I think there's a different challenge in advanced usually that I do need to just do campaign wins. I'll just check it after this one. I think that right there a minute ago was Sun Wukong's standard skill. Right. Yeah, we don't need any. Listen, the lowest level of equipment is the watts. In the campaigns, 99% chance you're gonna get the watts. Sell them all, most likely. Depending on what stage you're at, but you know, there's gonna be very soon you will be selling them all. Right, I'm just gonna check these quests. Campaign boss, that's obviously what I did not do. And advanced, oh, it's not there. There's no campaign battles there. Only the campaign boss. So that's what we're gonna do. Let's go back to the campaign. This time, more than any other time, I'm gonna take on the boss and hopefully win. Just looking at who we're fighting, level 205. That makes him quite tanky. In case you're wondering why this is taking me quite a long time to beat. Well, one's down anyway, one's down. Sun Wukong. I like the sound of that that whip. That old school karate. And a bamboo pole. And that was what's it called now? A mitre. Melga. I'm not sure if it's a mitre. I'll grab my other hand. Okay. Type it in mitre. What's it called then? No, definitely not a mitre. What it's called? Medieval weapon list. There we go. It's like a morning star. It's a morning star. I never knew that. I think I was getting confused. It's a completely different word. A flail. But that is definitely a morning star that she's got there. Morning star. Not to be confused with any kind of religious garment. Called a mitre. Anyway, she does minimal damage with that Morning Star, but it's a great little word. Yeah, I'd have to run this 3 times to beat that kind of challenge. I'm not going to do that in this video. Just going to go through the admin. But this is the game, and listen, it's about farming. You build up creatures in order to be able to do things. You kind of keep on tweaking their equipment and their accessories, and there's lots of little different things you can do to tweak, aka to farm. Deck Heroes is infinitely better than this game. The animation of this one is a really good, interesting, and say it's a builder farm kind of game, a war farm. Still very good, not as good as Deck Heroes could be. Where the frustration comes from. But it does have lots of little things to keep you amused and reasonably happy throughout the day. If you just want something to pass the time, aka mobile gaming. Well, he's obviously not going to trouble us. He's only going to keep us in that little dance. Okay, we're going to sell these boots. If you get boots, you only really wanted to have speed as a main stat. It's just the way it is. Because your turn meter is one of the primary considerations, and speed dictates the how quickly you get through that turn meter. See what's going on here. Okay, champion training. That is actually very useful for me. Because I need to, I can train things up whilst I do other things. So I am going to try for that. Only 2 more hours of this. Basically, I'm thinking, do I want to try and get 4,000 points for a chance at one of these? I'm going to say no. Nah. I've got loads and loads and loads of that equipment anyway, and another day I'll probably will use it, but not right now. Okay, I'm going to collect some of these things from my inbox. Listen, there's no other game that tries to sell as much as this one. My gosh. So one more look at the tournaments again. Classic Arena in 55 minutes. Yeah, I'm not going to do too much in this one. I might do a live... Okay, let's do a live battle. If we can. We can. The spinning sword of death itself. Well, I'm level 55, he's level 51, but I'm free to play, so we'll see how it goes. Odds are, though, if he's level 51, I think we might have a win. Oh, he's definitely going to lose. Oh. I usually go with, this is the area of effects champion or creature. I usually put him in first place. It'll be interesting who he wants to remove at some point. Listen, this is a no contest. Okay, let's go with that. Listen, my son Wukong alone would beat every single one of these. So I think he's just experimenting with the live arena for the first time whilst he builds up his little game. Okay, but he does. No, see that creature to the extreme right? It looks like a badass. It's got the 4 red bits on it. It's still only, I think that's a rare. So you got basically mythical at the top, then legendary, then epic, and then rare. And then below that you got other things. Oh, and I let him have, I'm gonna get rid of his weakest creature, just so we've got a bit of a contest. And he got rid of my strongest one, of course he should. I'm gonna go with a HP boost with my Melga. Be interesting to see if we lose now. I don't think so, but we'll find out. Right, so I'm going to go with my freezing creature. Oh dear. Now I'm going to go with my area of effect creature. I forgot what it's called now. Decrease speed. 2 dead. Now I'm going to reduce the... What should I do? Decrease defense. Now I'm going to give myself a shield. Place this shield on all allies equal to 20% of this champion's max HP. And she's got loads of HP. Actually, I could freeze him. I'm not going to bother. No, let's freeze him. Let's freeze this one here. Didn't happen. It's a percentage-based chance. Area of effects damage. Right, what I'm going to do now is control his turn meter. So he can't actually have a turn. So now he's going to use some default damage. I'm going to boost my turn meter. I could freeze him again. That one on the right, his turn meter is nearly going to trigger. Steal a turn. But I've increased the rate that my turn meter will increase. Right, I think they're both dead. Oh no. I'm going to decrease my allure, is the lady on the right. I'm going to decrease the turn meter there so he doesn't have a turn. Let's get this down a little bit. Keeping her alive for reasons unknown. let's do a freeze. This is something I would actually do. I'm only just going to keep him alive just because interest. I wanted to kill them both at the same time, like this. Oh, it didn't happen. Let's do this then. It attacks one enemy, 30% chance of inflicting a critical hit on her. Wow. Wow. I know I could kill the one on the left. I'm killing the one on the right. I think I want Bellower, that's his name, to finish. Let's do a freeze. It did try and freeze, but it killed at the same time. That gentleman's making his way. Let's have another go. And this time I won't mess about. I'll just go straight for the win. I just wanted to talk through what my guys could do a little bit, guys and gals. It's usually the lady characters that are the strongest in this particular game, and that's okay. In my point of view, it tends to be the ladies. And they tend to be rather ravishing. That's a win-win. Okay, level 52. I'm going to go with Bellower again. Every skill that Bellower has, aka my guy, is area of effect. Every single one of them. And he's an epic champion. No, rare champion. Rare, which is below epic. Anyway, we're going to go with Sun Wukong for damage and my revive card. I don't know about these creatures he's got on his side, apart from that they're epic. The ghostly one on his side in the top right, you do see that quite a lot. So there is that. Anyway, I'm going to go freeze and turn meter control, same as before. And I would have killed the guy earlier if he didn't remove my Sun Wukong, but he did. I think we've got this, you know. I'm going to go with this guy. I'm going to get rid of him. You can choose one of their creatures to remove. I'm going to remove this one. Definitely not Skeletor, because Skeletor's weak as... He's just not strong. I wonder who he's going to choose. Interesting. I don't know about that creature. Right, so it's going to be interesting who goes first. Then. And then again. Okay, that's interesting. Right, so we're going to give ourselves a shield on all allies. Again, with Nova. Ah, they're quicker than me. She's a tank. I'm going to freeze all of these. Okay, 2 of the 3. I'm going to decrease speed them. A speed debuff, some may say. I am going to decrease defense. I could do also a decreased turn meter. Let's do that. Oops. I did speed in the end. I'm going to freeze this creature on the right if I can. Didn't work. I'm going to do some minor damage on this creature on the right. With my, what's it called again? 2/6. With my Morning Star. I'm going to take away the turn meter here. I don't think it worked. I'm going to try and freeze the one on the right. Didn't work. Wow, I'm going to revive 2 creatures. I don't think I'm going to win this. It's just, nothing's really happening for us. That was my freezer creature gone. Ooh. No, we're not going to win. You've got some great creatures there, my friend. Very impressed. I think we're going to skip. We ain't going to win. We've got 4 turns to revive. It wasn't going to happen, but a good battle. Very good battle. Ooh, we've got a 3-star. 2 3-star chickens. Let's have one more battle. Yeah, I think he went first, which means his speed is actually quicker than mine, and mine's quick. Yeah, it just didn't happen for us. That's okay. 57. Oh my gosh. Oh, I go first this time. Okay, again, let's go with what's it called again? Bellower. And everybody can get Bellower. It's a rare. Quote, rare creature. Interesting. Yeah, again, Sun Wukong and Melga, my revive card. And again, Shiroden, whatever it's called, which is my freezing card. And my turn meter card, which didn't work at all in the last battle. Listen, we need to get rid of this one here, right? That's what we're going to do. I thought it might be interesting just to let him roll with it, just to see what he can do, but nah, we'll do that another time. Okay, we go HP, and he's gone with speed. Right, so he will get first turn advantage. Maybe. Probably. To be fair, it's done enough. I've done a little bit. Yeah, he's trying to kill my revive. That's a smart move. One more chance. It worked. Oh, I'm dead. That is a consideration, you know. It didn't let me play a card. That is a that is a smart move, to be fair. Let's go. Let's just do a standard battle. I'm going to think about if I want to have that card for me too. It's very important to have that first turn. Yeah. Oh. Right. Yeah. I'm gonna follow what he did actually. My turn meter control card will. I'm gonna sacrifice that for what she's called now. Right, here she is. I can't remember what she's called. I'm gonna go with that. And actually, he might try and get rid of that card that I've just selected, mainly because it removes that first turn advantage. Who knows? I think it is a better way to go than what I was doing before. We're going to go with freeze and area of effect damage. But obviously I'm going to get rid of this one. It's a 4. It's a legendary with the it's been ascended 4 times basically, maybe 5 times. Obviously. Okay, so we got rid of my Sun Wukong. I'm going to have this team's leader. I'm going to choose this. Yeah, ally speed, definitely. Hopefully we get the first turn and we'll see how it goes. We didn't. We do now. With a freeze then. It's not bad. I'm not used to having her anymore. Attacks all enemies. 15. Yeah, do this one. Attack all enemies and reduce their turn meter. We tried. Decrease defense. Right, have a shield. He's only got 1 creature that can play. For now. Oh, well stunned. That's pretty good. Stunned again. Right, what are we gonna do? Don't know, this one here. That one there. Morning Star. Wow. What we're going to do is fill our turn meters and revive. What I'm thinking is I can revive it now. Is it going to get killed straight away? We'll see. Right, this is completely little powder puff, little bit of attack. Wow! Right, we've got the shield now, unfortunately. Okay, we're going to try and freeze this creature. Yeah. It's better. Let's try and get rid of at least 1 card on the slow. I'm not sure how this is going to go. We're going to try and freeze this card. We are going to try and get rid of that one with a little tickle. And again, a little tickle. Freeze them all. Killed 1, froze 1. No, froze 2, killed 1. Uh-oh. Shield. We're going to freeze this one, hopefully. We're going to revive 2 creatures. We're going to try and freeze this big boy right here. Successfully. We are going to fill the turn meters. We're going to decrease defense and damage, obviously. Minimal defense, minimal attack on. Oh, dead. 2 dead. I think we had the balance of power right. We're going to freeze both. We're going to decrease. He quit. Listen, I'm going to show you the creature which kind of brought about his kind of brought him to the point of quitting. Something else I'm going to do before that. Oh, it's only 2 wins. Okay. Yeah, basically, I've got this creature I'm going to show you from ancient shards, which you just accumulate over time. I've got 49. I'm just waiting for ×2 event. And where are you? Here. 26. So anyway, the default skill, there's a 25% chance of placing a freeze debuff, which I've maxed. So the chances are up to 35%. The next skill attacks all enemies 2 times. That's important. Each hit has a 45% chance of placing a freeze debuff for 1 turn. And I've increased the chance by 10% and 10% at level 3 and level 4, which means it's a 65% chance on 2 attempts to freeze a particular creature, which is obviously quite a lot. Increases speed buff on all allies for 2 turns, and also increases the turn meter by 15% of everybody. And this other one here, oops, let's move it. Fills this champion's turn meter by 5% for each freeze debuff. Bearing in mind how likely that is, aka very likely, placed by this champion. And I got this chain breaker blessing as well, because it's 6-star, which makes it more likely that it won't be affected by stun, freeze, sleep, provoke. Even though I think it did get stunned at some point in one of the games. When you look at the accuracy, could be better. Ends up being 218 if you look in the bottom right hand corner. Resistance is goes against accuracy, as I understand it, and that's a them problem, not a me problem, really, when it comes to what this guy can do. This is not a bad game. In terms of other things I can do, I'll have to do that a little bit later. There's a few arena battles. Yeah, 36 minutes. There you go. Please like, subscribe, then Stephen, I'm out.